Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will be learning how the price of the product is determined under perfect competition. What by perfect competition? It is a type of a market where you will find large number of buyers and large number of sellers. The buyer number is also large and seller number is also large, and all sellers are selling homogeneous product, means there is no difference in the product. The product that the sellers are selling is homogeneous. So with regard to the quality, price, everything will be same. Single price prevailed in the entire market, and that market is called as perfect competition. So how the price of the product is determined in the market? It is determined on the basis of demand for the product and supply of the product. Suppose the demand is more and supply is less, price of the product will increase. And if the supply is more, demand is less, price will come down. So the price of the product depends on demand for the product and supply of the product. In case of a perfect competition, it is the price is determined on the total demand made by all the buyers and total supply made by all the sellers. On the basis of the total demand and total supply, the price of the product is determined under perfect competition. One buyer cannot bring down the price of the product because number of buyers is very large. His demand constitutes only a fraction of the total demand. If he is not buying, so many are ready to buy, so the price of the product will not change. One seller also cannot increase the price of the product because his supply constitutes a fraction of the total supply. So one firm or one seller cannot drive the price of the product, bring change in the price of the product. When all buyers and sellers are acting together, then only there will be change in the price of the product. It means in the case of perfect competition, the price of the product is determined on the basis of total demand made by all the buyers and total supply made by all the sellers. The demand, total demand, the demand for this product, sometimes it is more, sometimes it is less. It is governed by which law? It is governed by law of demand that you have already studied. The law of demand says when the price is more, demand for the product is less, and when the price is less, demand for the product is more. Now the total supply, it is governed by law of supply. Sometimes the supply of the product is more, sometimes it is less. It is governed by which law? It is governed by law of supply that you have studied. So the law of supply states when the price of the product is more, supply is also more. When the price is less, supply of the product is also less. When the price is more, supply is more. Why the supply is more? Because seller gets more profit. It is profitable, he will supply more. And when the price of the product is less, supply of the product is also less because seller gets less profit. It is not profitable, so he will sell less. So the price and supply moves in the same direction, but price and demand moves in the opposite direction. It means the demand and supply moves in opposite direction. See, when the price of the product is more, demand for the product is less, but supply of the product is more. And when the price of the product is less, demand for the product is more and supply of the product is less. So the demand and supply moves in the opposite direction. When the two forces are moving in the opposite direction, one is like this and one is like this. When the two forces are moving in the opposite direction, they will meet to a particular point, and that point is called as equilibrium point. And that particular price is called as the equilibrium price, and that quantity is known as equilibrium quantity. So this we can explain with the help of one schedule. So you have to write that is market demand and supply schedule. So you have studied demand schedule and supply schedule. What about demand schedule? It is at least a table which shows quantity demanded by the buyer at different price, and supply schedule shows the quantity supplied by the firms or seller at different price level. So now you have to write market demand as well as the supply schedule. It means it is a schedule or it is a table which shows quantity demanded by all the buyers and quantity supplied by all the sellers at different price level. So one schedule you have to show that is the price and quantity demanded by the buyer and quantity supplied by the seller. So in this schedule there will be 3 columns: price, quantity demanded, quantity supplied. So assume that the price of the product is suppose 100. What is the quantity demanded and what is the quantity supplied? So then when it is 80, when it is 60, 40, 20, write a different price, and what is the quantity demanded. When you are writing market demand and market supply, so on the basis of this law, that is, you have to write the sales schedule. When the price is more, demand for the product is less. So it is the market demand that is made by large number of buyers. Suppose assume that it is a 10,000. It is in units 10,000. Go on increasing, because when the price is less, demand is more. 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. This is the quantity demand by all the buyers. See, when the price is more, demand is less. When the price is less, demand for the product is more. Now quantity supplied by all the sellers. So that is, when the price is more, supply should be more. When the price is less, supply should be less. So start with highest number, any number, 50,000. Then go on reducing, and one place the both quantity demanded and supplied should be the same. See how to write the schedule. See, we are taking 100, go on reducing it. Start with the one number and increase it, and supply start with one number, decrease it. So that is to write it easily, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and reverse it. So you will get the market demand and supply schedule. So one price, both should be equal. See, at this price 60, quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. So after this you have to write the explanation. The schedule, above schedule shows quantity demanded by all the buyers and quantity supplied by all the sellers. So both demand and supply moves in the opposite direction. They meet to a particular point, and that point is called as equilibrium point where the quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. In our example, quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied at this 30,000 is called as equilibrium quantity. What is equilibrium quantity? It is a quantity where the quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied, and this is the equilibrium price, the price where quantity demanded is equal to quantity supply. So if the price of the product is more than the equilibrium price, then demand is less, supply is more. Demand is less, supply is more. If the price of the product is less than the equilibrium price, demand is more, supply is less. So this is demand is more and supply is less. This is called as a excess demand or shortage of the goods, and here surplus of the goods. So that is the excess supply here, and here excess demand, because demand is more, supply is less, and here supply is more, demand is less. So it is the excess supply and here excess demand, and only this price both are same. So this you have to write explain it with the help of diagram. First you have to mark the axis. Then you have to label it. What is shown on y-axis as usual price. X-axis you have to write both quantity demanded and supplied is shown on y-axis. Then you have to write as usual one demand curve that you already studied. Then you have to write supply curve where both that meet demand and supply curve, that is called the equilibrium point, and join it to the x-axis you will get equilibrium quantity OQ, and join it to the y-axis you will get equilibrium price. OP is the equilibrium price and OQ is the equilibrium quantity, and E is the equilibrium point. Now assume that the price of the product is OP1 more than equilibrium. Price of the product is more than equilibrium. So mark it here where it touches, that is the A point, and here it is a B point. So when the price of the product is more than equilibrium price point, demand is this one up to PA and P1A, and supply is P1B. So the supply is more and demand is less, and this gap is called as excess supply. Supply of the product is more than the demand, and if the price of the product is less than equilibrium price, for example OP2, what is the demand and what is the supply? So you write here C and this is D. See, the supply is P2C and demand is P2D. So the demand is excess to this extent CD, and this triangle is shows excess demand. Demand is more and supply is less. So this you have to explain. Quantity demanded and supplied is shown on x-axis and price on y-axis. DD and SS are demand and supply curve. They meet at a particular point E, and it is called as equilibrium point where the quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. So equilibrium quantity is OQ and equilibrium price is OP. If the price of the product is more than equilibrium price, then the supply is more and demand is less, and this gap is called as excess supply. And if the price of the product is less than equilibrium price, for example OP2, In that case, supply is only this much and demand is more. Supply is less and demand is more. And this gap is called as excess demand. So what by equilibrium point? According to this diagram, equilibrium point is that point where the demand curve cuts the supply curve. As per the schedule, equilibrium point is that point where the quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. What is equilibrium price? Equilibrium price is that price where quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. Or equilibrium price is that price where the demand curve cuts the supply curve. So in this way you have to explain the equilibrium point, equilibrium price. Thank you.